What's up, YouTube? I'm Super Dan the Shoe Man. I'm back with another video today. If you know what these wrapped up FedEx boxes mean, then you know something about what we're going to unbox today. And I actually have two pairs of the same shoe, just in different sizes. And I'm going to get to those in just a second. But before we go any further, we have to have a word from our sponsor. Atticus, who's our sponsor? Jesus. I have several words from our sponsor with one overall message here today. Romans 3:23 and just 3:23 says, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." That's kind of a downer verse when you read it just by itself, right, Atticus?
Yeah.
We've all sinned and we've fallen short of the glory of God. That isn't great to hear. James 2:10 says that if anyone falls or fails in just one area, he's counted guilty of all sins. So, Atticus, when was the last time you were disrespectful to your mother? Probably not too long ago. Maybe not in the last 5 minutes, but probably not too long ago. That's a sin. Did you know that? It's a sin to be disrespectful to your mother and father. And what James 2:10 says is when God sees that sin, he sees it the same kind of sin in essence as somebody who murdered somebody else. That's a downer too, right? Like, wait, what? Now, 2 Corinthians 5:21 says, "For he made him who knew no sin," God made Jesus, "that we might become righteousness," or to be sin for us, that we might become the righteousness of God in him. Also, 2 Corinthians 5:21 says that we are righteous. We are the righteousness of God through Jesus as believers. So there's several parts of the Bible, several verses that are like, when you read them by themselves, it's like, man, how can I be righteous? Like, that's impossible. If God sees everything that I do, anything that I sin, as really as the same as any other sin, like, I can't do it. And it's right. You're right, Atticus. We can't do it. We're always going to be disrespectful to our parents from time to time, or whatever other sin it is. That's an easy one, though. Like, it's just easy to, and I wouldn't even call it accidentally, because you know what you're doing when you do it. I know what I'm doing when I do it. But it's just so easy for us to fall into a sin whenever. But luckily, Jesus is our righteousness. And when God looks down on us as believers who have accepted that righteousness, he sees the righteousness of Jesus. That's good news, when the other sounds like it may not be quite so good news. All right, I'm about to open these boxes. These are for a buddy of mine. I ordered them for him because if you go on StockX, and I'm looking at it now, this particular shoe, let's see what I can find. Oh wow, I didn't know this. It's from July 19th, 2022, and it retailed, the retail price. This is the price that Nike sold it for. You want to guess, Atticus? It's a lot of money. Guess how much it sold for?
$700.
$2,750. You were $2,050 short. This size 13, which one of these is supposed to be, StockX has several sales, also just in 2022 and one in 2023, all over $10,000, as high as $15,000. There are no asks for this. Nobody is even selling their shoe in a size 13 right now. And then the other one, I think, is a size 5, which is a 6.5. No, 6.5 in women's, I think. I'm not sure exactly. But the last sale on this one, $9,500. These are expensive. So, if my buddy had bought these for him and his wife on StockX, I'd call him crazy. Like $20,000 or so, $15,000 to $20,000 to buy these two pairs right now. Yeah. So instead, he said, "Hey, buddy, can you get these for me? I'll see what I can do." So I wanted to leave this video with these intact. This is how they're shipped. They come a long way, and I just want you to see that I am opening these for the first time, and I'm not going to make you look through all of that or watch through while I open all of these bags, because they're just hard to open. That's how they're made, to be hard to open, so they make it here intact. So I'll be right back. All right, here we go. I have got the outer shipping bag off, and now I'm just going to get through this box. So generally when I get these, or from anywhere, but definitely from the place that I normally get mine, they're going to come in very small, compact shipping boxes, so that the freight is cheaper. And the actual shoe box is also generally smaller than what you normally get from Nike, and let's vacuum in here. And that's because they want to save on freight, which is fine with me because I save too a lot of money. Okay, somebody wrote on the outside of the box. I don't think anybody really cares. You can get a close up of that box. Do you see what is embossed on that box? Do you know what that is?
No.
Can you? It doesn't. You don't see what it is. Maybe you don't know what it means, but you can't see what it is.
I see like circle and like ninja star.
Ninja star. Ninja star.
Yeah.
That's what the 11-year-old boy sees. Hang on. I should have gotten one all the way out, but again, I wanted this to be much more authentic for you, so you know I'm not trying to pull a fast one. All right, okay, there's a ninja star, I guess. It's not really a ninja star. But there's the letters L and V. Do you know what that stands for?
Nope.
Louis Vuitton, which is a big name brand designer brand, and they're very expensive. That's why they're $2,700 retail. So take a look at this tag. I don't know what the box for this shoe actually looks like. I don't know what the tag for this shoe actually looks like. I definitely didn't even go for these, but this would be hopefully the size 13, and this is the other size. And I don't have any size 13s to compare this to, but one of the other things, aside from just the quality of the shoe, that I want to see is this actually a size 13? It's fairly hard to find these shoes in anything over size 11, and I've tried to get 13s before, and the box actually says 13 and the shoe says 13, but it's not 13. They just sew in a different thing. All right, Virgil Abloh was the recently deceased, and he was the CEO, the creator of Louis Vuitton. This card says, Virgil was here. Sign of the times, the most authentic high-end sneaker ever. Authentic. I got a card, it says it. Transcending fashion into an art object through craftsmanship. Close up of that. So we got that here. Here we go with another LV. Like, I don't know what that is. They come with a little dust bag. Whoop. Okay, one bag per shoe. So Louis Vuitton, Nike swoosh, Louis Vuitton, Nike Air. Right.
What is that?
It's a swoosh. Maybe this is made to go on the bag?
Maybe.
Like, you use this to tie these bags together?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. After you draw them up, put the shoe in, draw it up. I don't know. I mean, Louis Vuitton, $2,700. You gotta hope it's fancy. We get a swoosh on the inside of the box. This box is not so great. All right, this is not a size 11. This is absolutely not a size 11. So, do you know what shoe this is?
No.
This is an Air Force One.
Oh.
Did you know that it was an Air Force One, and you just didn't know that's what I was talking about?
Yeah, I knew it was the Air Force One. But
Okay, you know it was an Air Force One. It doesn't say it on here that it's an Air Force One. It just says Louis Vuitton art color. It says the color's white. But this might actually be a 13, so we're going to be happy about that. Another thing that this says size 12. It literally says size 12. 12 US, bruh. Okay, well, we shall see. I noticed this insole, so I want to take this insole out. Let's get the paper out. Smells fine. I don't have any other Air Force Ones to really compare this to. But this is actually a decent insole. There's nothing too special about it other than the LV. The footbed, though, has LVs and your Ninja Star all over it. We get the typical Virgil little tag type thing that are on a lot of the Off-White brand shoes. So overall, I think this is actually pretty good. You get a close-up of the embossing, the embossed logos all over the shoe. You get also typical Virgil in the Off-White collabs, the extra tooling there. Ooh, look at that. You see air here like you normally see, and you see air in quotations. That's also a Virgil thing. It says Louis Vuitton Paris on the heel right there. So overall, my thoughts on the quality of this particular pair, everything is above quality that I'd expect, except for the tongue. If you see this tongue, there's nothing inside of there. And this is something I've noticed on these before, not this particular silhouette or anything, but just on some of these that the tongues just don't have, they're not, you can tell by the tongue that this is what's going on here, but it does have the extra kind of side tag on the tongue, which is also something that Travis Scott Jordan 1s have. Not necessarily like this exactly, because this actually, like I said, it says the size on it, LD0212, made in Italy. This is actually really nice. It says made in Italy, and I mean, I guess anybody can put that tag on it. Okay, let's see what else is in here. This looks like, I don't know, an extra tag. We get some extra laces. They're just white laces though, so why there's extras, I don't know. Move this Louis Vuitton box to the side. Let's get this one open and get the shoes out, make sure it comes with all the same stuff. I expected it will be pretty much exactly the same, and it's not. It does not. Yes, it does. All the other stuff is in there. All the other stuff is down in there. Except for maybe this, because the bag is empty. I don't really think nobody's going to care about that. Let's get this one out of the way. Let's just take a quick look at this. Yeah, Atticus, I want you to be another judge of this. No, those are about the same. You know what? Pause that real quick. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I went and grabbed Hesper's. I'm pretty sure this is her only pair of Air Force Ones. There might be another pair sitting around somewhere of Haley's old, beat up, nasty looking ones. You know what I'm talking about? But I wanted, and this is not, you know, Granny Smith apples to Granny Smith apples. I'd say it's apples to apples, but it's like comparing a Granny Smith apple to a Red Delicious. I'm trying to get the feedback from Atticus, if it makes any sense. Hopefully the viewers, that'll make some sense too. And Atticus, so I want you to feel the thickness and just like the construction of the tongue. Like, that's pretty thin, isn't it? Now feel this one. It's about the same? Yeah, it is about the same. So maybe I am less unhappy about that or disappointed about that than I should be. Let's check another thing though, because this was supposed to be, let me see if I can bring this up really quick. I want to make sure on the sizes, this was supposed to be a size 13 men's and a 7 women's. This should be an 8 women's. This is a size 6, so this is a size 7.5 women's. And this is supposed to be a size 7 women's. And it is smaller. So, and I expected this. I would expect that the size 7 women's would be right. This looks like it's most likely right. So we're happy about that. Looks like we got the same insole. So sometimes, and I wasn't sure how these were originally supposed to have been made. Sometimes the smaller sizes, grade school sizes or women's sizes, just don't have the same stuff in them. But this is not a 13. So I'll just put this up against my my size 11 Dunk, and it's a size different. So it's definitely bigger than a size 11, and I'm glad about that. I just don't think it's a 13. I mean, it literally says it's a 12 on it, on the shoe. So it's a 12. I'll do the math, or I'll look at it online to see what the sizing was supposed to be, because this says a size 46, and whatever country sizing that is, to see if this is what I ordered, because I told the dude a size 13. If he sent me a size 12, we're gonna have some words. Not upset about it, because you know, when you deal with this kind of stuff, it's kind of, you get what you get. But I'll still say something. I know my buddy's not going to be terribly unhappy, but still, I don't think he's going to be able to wear them. He may end up giving them to his son. So these are actually really good, though. I don't have, again, a lot of experience with Air Force Ones. I think I've only had a couple of Air Force Ones in here. Atticus, remember there was a really ugly pair of Air Force Ones that were like a dark green, that were cactus plant flea markets. I sold those the day after I got them. I made the video, sold them, and made $100 or something. But that might have been the only other Air Force One other than these that I've gotten for Hesper that I've actually had in here. I might have made a video on these, and I might not have. But I'm satisfied with this as far as all the quality goes, and all it looks like all the stuff is here. I don't really know what other stuff it should have come with. This strap says Louis Vuitton all over it, but at least the quality of the shoe, it's got the embossing, it's got the, what I know of, at least the type of things that are supposed to be on it. So, and now, like I said, after feeling the tongue of that Air Force One, and I got this shoe at like JD or something like that. So, maybe this is how it's supposed to be and how the original really was. So I'm pretty happy with this, actually. And I think my buddy will be too. So I appreciate him asking me to get these for him and help him find them so that I can make the video about them. And so thanks a lot. I'll tell you Grandma about the Louis Vuitton. Some grandmas might really be into some Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones, especially, this. I can see Grandma wearing this. I think she would wear it, which means I probably need to get them for her. Like, she doesn't care anything about wearing Louis Vuitton or anything like that, but I think she would probably think that these are cute. And then she'd be walking around like Papa, dripping thousands of dollars of shoes. All right, smash the like button. Tell me what you think about these down below. Again, tell your grandma about the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones that cost $2,700 retail or $8,000 to $15,000 in the aftermarket. And I'll see y'all next time.
You're so pretty.
Say bye.
Shoes.
Shoes. And I like shoes.
Fire! It's so cute.